Yo, Waha, say some shit.
Hello, hello. Yes.
Now you can
No.
announce that we're live.
We're not fucking live.
We are.
Why are you doing this to me?
Yes, we are.
Woo!
Hello and welcome to the Black and Yellow Taco Gamers podcast. This is I don't know what fucking number we're on. What are we on? 35?
Oh
33.
shit! I didn't change it.
Oh no, we're on 35. We're on 35.
Yeah, you're right.
Alright, good shit, good shit.
Holy shit. Okay,
Hell yeah.
we're on the
Alright,
Black and Yellow
somebody's not ready.
podcast. Yeah. What are we talking about this week, dog? Who are
Man,
we?
What?
Who are we?
Host, come on,
Nobody.
you do it, host.
I'm not a host. I'm the hype man.
You're
This
the
doesn't work.
hostess
Yes,
with
you
the
are.
mostest.
Yes.
Doesn't work.
Low hostess.
That still doesn't work.
You calling him a Pillsbury Doughboy or something?
See, I can't think of a way to combine that without making it sound like I'm dissing you. Like, the best thing I could think of was hola, but, like, instead of host.
That sounds terrible.
But I'm like, that sounds awful. Like, there's
That
no
sounds
way I can
Spanish.
combine that. Yeah! There's no way I can combine that! While
Nick?
Kenny sets this
Nick,
up.
go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
Uh,
While Kenny sets this up,
this
we are
week
Black and Yellow Taco Gamers.
we
have our
are
host,
the Black
Loha.
and Yellow Taco Gamers. We have the
Yes.
host Nick. I was just copying what you said.
I figured that's what you're doing. So I don't know the directions right now because it's
we're
loading up.
missing a Mark today because he had some
Yes.
family issues. Rest in peace. Not really. Just kidding. He's safe.
I'm about to
Everybody
say
who was.
that's kind of dark.
He's.
I can't believe you said that.
Look,
That's really dark.
transition. Come on. He's safe. All right. And we talked about how these guys were affected during the hurricane, but he's safe and all. He just his
I hope so.
parents. He had to go.
Get them from the airport.
I didn't.
I wanted to throw that out there because I wanted to throw that out there because it's like, man, this is sounding depressing as hell.
Yeah.
I really don't need that recording right now.
It's okay. He won't watch it.
Wow. Oh man.
This is what happens when I'm the host. It just doesn't work.
All right.
You're doing good.
Alright,
You're doing good.
Alright.
Continue.
This week we are taking a look at the upcoming season of anime for fall 2017. And we're gonna talk about how shit it is, maybe, and or if it's better than this past season of the summer, or if it's worse than this past season or the finishing season of the summer, or if we're just not gonna watch anything at all and watch all the shit that we wanted to watch in the summer that we thought was shit, but now it's not actually shit. So maybe there's some new shit in the fall shit that's better than the summer shit. So we can... Hey, Kenny, what's up?
No, that was a good explanation because I have to admit this summer was the summer of shit anime that wasn't really shit. What do you guys think? That's my assessment. Before we move on.
So I am watching too much this season. That was not the plan.
That's it. Yeah, right?
That's not the plan.
Like if you guys were to go back like 8 episodes ago and look at what, or more, 12 episodes, 10 episodes ago, and see what we were doing, we were talking about, man, this is an awful season. We're not going to have anything. And then we had so much good stuff that we're going to talk about.
At the
not
same
this
time,
podcast.
Hajimete no Gao is still shit.
I have yet to watch. The last episode came out. I have yet to watch it.
All right, we need like a toilet animation so we can just throw thumbnails into the toilet and then just flush them down, like like radio talk show type of thing.
Yes.
That show is shit, and then put the flushing sound effect, and then
Last
Whatever.
episode made me really angry. Like up until the last 2 minutes when it's like, yeah, no, he does have balls. He is a human being, and he's not a useless piece of shit.
Grey Worm.
That's not how you start the conversation. You don't just say someone doesn't have balls.
No, this guy was full on like Grey Worm status. Like you were like, wow, this guy's a punk ass bitch.
Oh, Grey Worm's not a punk ass bitch.
They actually but they outright call him out for being like NTR'd and cucked. Like they actually had this like 2-minute discussion about like, yeah, dude, you're being cucked, and I'm like, these are not friends. There's even one line where he actually just genuinely is like, one of the friends is saying, I just want some dope ass pussy to fuck. That's the subtitle. That's like the subtitle.
So fall 2017, guys.
Yeah, let's go on to that before.
No. I like what Nick's saying. So
You want some dope ass pussy to fuck?
No,
Is that what you want to?
Not that part. You know, as much as we all want some dope ass pussy to fuck, you know, the thing is his idea initially was good. Like, this season wasn't anything that any of us expected to like a lot of, but I can tell you right now, the reason why I'm watching so much is not because it's all good, but because I've set myself to the standard of a 3-episode test now. So if I pass 3 episodes, I have to finish it. If I don't, then alright, I'm dropping it. Because I've realized I drop so much because I just don't have the time. Or, like, I make the excuse that I don't have the time. But now I'm just like, alright, you know what? I'm just going to spend a certain day to just catch up on everything. And that's been working out really well. Overall, there's still some very weak shows. And you shouldn't expect all of your anime of the season to be good. Especially, like, you got shows like Koituso or Love and Lies, where the quality is just not quite there. But it's to be expected. You know, like I said, you can't expect every anime to be quality like My Hero or like Recreators or something. But it's good to know that we have something like that to fall back on occasionally. This season kind of falls in the same realm. You know, like there's not a lot of good shows that you're going to look at and say, oh yeah, I can't wait to watch this. It's a lot of sequels. And that's what 2017 is all about, it seems. Am I wrong to make that statement?
No, absolutely right, man.
It's also the year of people getting fucked, but, you know.
Yeah, so, like, it's...
You know, Trump and hurricanes and, you know, all this other shit. Whatever. We're in a bad place.
there are worse places for us to be.
The end is nigh. You heard it here. BAYOG Podcast 2017.
I mean, people have already been saying it, but, you know, whatever.
So,
it's not a politic podcast.
Yeah, with this this season, for me, I just made sure to kind of do what we did last time, which was go on a site that contains all of the anime that's going to be coming out for that next season, and I sorted it out by popularity. So before we jump into that, I'm going to do what we did last time as well and look at our leftovers. So this season we don't have much, and that's actually a great thing in my opinion. I don't think we should have so many different leftovers. It's bad enough that we have all of these sequels, but then at the same time, I don't want to say that 2 core anime is bad. I feel like we need more 2 core anime, and we just haven't been able to get that until now. Like, when I wrote my article today on Tokyo Ghoul, I was just saying to myself, oh yeah, this is from an era where 2 core was like not a thing anymore. Like that 2012 to like 2015 or 16, it was just like nothing but 12 episode seasons. Like, you can find some exceptions to that, but it's like such a small amount. Well, this year we've had nothing but like, at least I want to say 20 to 30% was 2 core. So I don't know.
That's about right.
Yeah. So
at least for the major stuff.
Yeah. Like, welcome to the ballroom. First time. Just like, we're going to do 24 episodes. I can't complain because that's a quality show. And it sits on the back of Production IG, who's made Haikyuu. And Kokoro Basketball, whatever it's called. So it's in good hands. So that show is the only one on this list that I'm remotely familiar with. The other one's Fate Apocrypha, but I have no idea what's going on in it. I'm nowhere near caught up in the Fate series. I just know what it is. So.
Same.
And for those of you who are trying to figure out what this link is, Kenny, could you post up the link into the chat so we can follow up?
And to the people who are listening, we are on anychart.net/fall-2017. So, yeah. This is good for us. I should have brought that up earlier, so I kind of feel bad. But, yeah, I like to do this because you kind of get to read this along with us if you're watching. If not, and you're listening to this, and hopefully you're not in a car driving and trying to follow along, you know.
Mark.
That'd be bad.
You know, this is something you can do with us. But, yeah. All these shows, nothing too interesting. I feel like I've seen this online. I don't really know what this is. When I say line, I mean the messaging app. I don't really know what the hell this is, but I've seen these damn icons or whatever the fuck you want to call them for a while. The show I'm talking about is Shiro-tan ga Ippai.
Yeah, they're a bunch of fucking seals, I think.
Yep. And I can't even seal. I meant deal. On that note.
Sick of verbal purple right there.
So I'm not gonna shoot up to what's popular, because I feel like we could talk about those for a while. But some of the shows that caught my eye on the less popular side, for me, is what was it?
Dude, I'm waiting for it.
While you're doing this, I'm gonna chime in.
Infinity Force.
I was gonna say I'm disgusted you have to scroll down that much for Gintama, but that's fine. Whatever.
Wait, I'm not sure if this is Gintama. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
It is. It is.
6th season Gintama is all the way down. How does that feel to a Gintama fan?
Oh, I'm pretty livid about that.
Do you want to kill someone?
I'm burned out on anger. Don't get me wrong from the hurricane, but I'm not happy about it. That's for sure. Because I'm glad there's other stuff that's as popular, but if you look at the top 10 charts of anime for pretty much any major website, Gintama takes up 4 of the top 10 slots on almost every one of them at least. And if you go into top 20, they take up 10.
Yep. So Gintama has a really big fan base, but I also feel that those same fans aren't really looking at this list.
I haven't chimed in on. I don't vote on stuff.
Well, this isn't really a voting thing. I think it's just if you are a member of this site, you can kind of favorite it, and because of whatever amount of people favorite it. I think that's how they track it. I'm not sure.
That makes sense. I don't know how their metrics work.
Same.
So I can't throw shade at them because I don't know how it works.
So looking at that show, that's another sequel. As I mentioned before, there's a bunch of sequels this season.
Oh yeah.
Another one's Osumatsu-san, 2, and Osumatsu-san has a big fan base, and it is an older series from way back that was recreated, and I just don't really see anything wrong with this. This one and Umaru-chan, both coming out the same season, kind of fitting the same dynamic of comedy and somewhat drama, I'd say. I know Umaru-chan can get there. Osumatsu-san, I'm pretty sure they also are not just comedy, but slice of life. So, yeah, I think if I was a fan of either of those series and I was caught up, I'd be excited about it, but I'm not. Not due to a lack of trying. It's just that in my head, Osamatsu-san was a 1 season kind of thing. So why should I catch up? Umaru-chan, same kind of deal. I really only catch up when I know that there's going to be a 2nd season, or I have something that's pushing me, this kind of announcement, even though I didn't know about it until I looked at this list. So.
I've been scrolling through the list, and there is actually a shit ton of sequels.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Another one on here is Love Live. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry to anyone that likes it. I have friends that like it, and I do apologize to those friends.
There's March comes in like a lion, too, the 2nd season.
I heard that was really good, though.
March comes in like a lion is from Shaft, and it's also, I think, the same director as, Monogatari series, Nisekoi, Makaku City Actors. So, definitely a really different kind of style, but I hear it's really good too, but it's just super slow from my understanding. So, and that's the 2nd season, that's 22 episodes. Fuck.
Wow.
Yeah, I
The
think the
season
first
was
season's
also
that long too.
that
Yeah.
was also
That's
20.
nutty.
Nutty Professor.
Oh god. All right, let's
What?
continue on.
So then there's UQ Holder, second season, I guess. Even
Yeah.
though I don't really think that's the second season. I was talking to someone else about this recently, and they said it's not really a second season. It's just that
No, it's
because of what it's covering, I'm guessing.
because it's the second. It's okay. It's the sequel to Maho Sensei Nejima, so that's why they put the 2 there. And UQ Holder is just like the actual title, but like the subtitle is part of the world that it's in. So that's
Same.
I think that's why they put the 2 there.
That's funny. It's like, oh yeah, so you're your own story, but you're gonna do too shitty, so we need to bolt on something more popular than you.
Well,
Yeah,
Blue
That's a
Exorcist,
spin-off then.
Blue
I
Exorcist should have
guess.
did that too. Say Kyoto,
For what?
whatever.
Like
Just
well,
Blue
no, that
Exorcist
wasn't really a
2.
spin-off. That was the second season. Yeah.
It was a
yeah.
pretty spin-off from the first season
It was.
because it acted like
It was like a side. It was a side route.
yeah.
It's the mark of Blue Exorcist storyline.
Okay. Then you have Food Wars, which
Hey.
I liked Food Wars. I liked it.
Past tense.
Let me finish. I
Okay,
liked
sorry.
the first season. I binged it because I couldn't really watch it on a weekly basis. The second season came out and I was all hyped about it, watched the first 2 episodes or something like that, and then dropped it. I think that show for me is a binge show, and I think that's why I just let it sit. So I'll probably pick it back up later. But like, I just don't. I'm not a big fan of watching that in a seasonal format. Might just be me. I think I might actually enjoy reading it, so I might give that a shot.
Yeah, reading was how I came up to that in the first place. It definitely has that like end before the climax thing. Because that's literally what it is. Like every single time, it's like, hey, next fight's about to start. Better watch the next
The
episode.
climax.
Hey, we made all this food, but wait, you're not gonna see who wins just yet. Wait to the next episode. It's just like it's really like that. I can understand like watching it to binge because there's no point in like waiting 3 to 4 episodes for one specific section
Yeah.
of that season.
No, yeah.
I do read it here and there. I'm not like currently up to date, but I do try to find some time to read when I can.
Yeah.
But with that, especially, it just feels like, especially with like the music, where it's gonna stop before you hit the climax. It's like, God, what's the Iron Chef when and it's the announcer guy, the host, and then the music goes,
Awesome.
and then it just and then they go ching ching commercial. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah,
I think that's what they went for, honestly.
Yeah, that's why.
I actually do exactly what Kenny did. I watched like the first 2 episodes. I watched like episode to episode season 1. I watched the first 2 episodes of season 2, and I just stopped.
Yeah, it's
And I haven't picked it up yet. And Christian bothers me about it all the time.
It's not a bad show, and I still recommend it to people that don't watch anime very frequently, just to see the reaction to it. Like, if you have friends over that don't know anything about anime, you're just like, dude, listen to me. I know you think that anime is nothing but tentacles and stuff, but I want you to watch this. Let's see what they say.
And then it's tentacles.
Yeah.
It's actually super good, like, animation. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
the fact that they do the whole, like, chibi style for comedy is, like, one of, like, my favorite things.
It's not
It's a
just that they do it,
fantastic
it's that they do it right. Because there are
Yeah,
other series that
Because
really
I haven't
fall.
seen it, like, in a very long time. I know I used to watch, back in middle school, I read it because a friend of mine had the manga, and then the anime came out, and he said, "Oh, dude, you should watch the anime too." And then they do it in the anime too. It's called Get Backers.
Oh, I love
heard
Get
of that.
Backers.
Yeah, and then the blonde guy, he always goes in the chibi form, and it's like the funniest thing.
And if like you end up finding out, like it's a great juxtaposition because you find out that he's actually like this hardcore delinquent. Yeah, spoiler. He's this hardcore delinquent badass.
It's like 13 years old or something.
I was about to say that the manga came out like
way
20
before
years
that.
ago.
It's a 90s thing.
Yeah, it came out like 20 years ago because I had this back when I was in Island, and that was like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So and then that's a very Aloha, like because again,
what?
It's a very good example. Aloha.
Oh, you like
Yeah,
out.
you just...
Yeah, I was just shit talking with Hush.
Okay.
But yeah, no.
So, that show is coming out for another season. Unfortunately, Edina is not going to be in it, like the same voice actress. She, due to health reasons, I believe. So they have the person that did the OVA, so won't feel too out of place. But you know, when you have like a big voice actor change like that, sometimes it's super noticeable. Especially Aloha knows like that Haikyuu is like this coach in Haikyuu was like so good. Like I love that voice actor. And
it was legit like the last 2 episodes or something.
Yeah, and it was
so
such a noticeable
sad.
change.
Holy
Such
shit!
a noticeable change.
Like actual,
That's funny.
actual like most climactic thing, like the climactic finale of the season, and I was like, holy shit, dude, it's so sad.
Yeah.
I actually wasn't aware that they did that in anime. I really wasn't, because I know in manga or
Are you
not.
talking about the chibi thing?
No. The changing act of VAs.
Oh yeah.
Because in like America, we never do that either. But I know in Britain or England, they will change actors, but like they'll have like 3 different actors in a season of 12 episodes, and they don't even fucking acknowledge it.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh yeah, so this guy was blonde, now he's black, now he's Mexican, now he's white again.
Well, Doctor Who.
And they just no, but Doctor Who characterizes that in a huge plot point. A lot of shows don't like. That's what Doctor Who changed that in the UK. But a lot of like UK shows just never did that. They just like, oh yeah, well, Joe wanted to quit, so let's hire this guy now. Okay, he's the actor now, and they're just like,
I'm okay with it if the actor fully embodies the character.
I am too, and that's
not,
why the only American example I can think of is like The Mummy 3, where they have like the new actress, and she's even like, I can assure you, I'm nothing like that character. You could almost say she's a completely different woman than me, and I'm like. That's funny. But I just sorry for the side tangent. I just didn't know that happened a lot in anime. I've never noticed.
Yeah, no, it definitely happens a lot more than you would think it would be, because you know, a majority of the issues stem from you know, health or they're having a baby and they're like too busy with their real life shit. And I forgot there was like another cause of it. But yeah, you know, it's strenuous work on your vocals, you know. Another thing too, one of my favorite shows that I knew was gonna be one of my favorite shows of this year, that somehow got pushed back to this season. I don't know what happened, but What About K Battlefront or Kikai Sensen and Beyond is fucking coming this season, and I am so pumped for it. Because, one, I love the shit out of the first season, and I love the finale, even though a lot of people didn't. And, 2, it's so popular that it's even number 1 on this list. I never expected this shit. Like, I didn't think it was that popular of a show.
Real quick, no spoilers. I'm watching it right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't watch the last episode, so.
All right, look. Let me say this. If you like Bones, and this is just to other people, not you guys. If you like Bones Studios work, like My Hero and all the other good stuff, Mob Psycho and such, same studio. And if you liked, like, I think it was Trigun. I think he created Trigun. The same mangaka that made Trigun made this series. So.
Oh, they did Terra for Mars. I didn't know that.
It's so weird whenever you say it. It throws me off so bad every time.
Yeah, Terraform Mars.
Terraformers?
See, here's the thing. I say it that way because I read the manga first. So, like, they explicitly break it out as, like, Earth for Mars. Like
I
as an
know,
Earth
I
for
was-
Mars isn't Terra for
I
Mars.
was joshing you.
No, but I'm explaining it.
Get
Yes,
it?
that's the reason why I say it fucking weird as shit.
Well, Ha's nickname's Josh, so it makes sense.
God damn it. Anyway, sorry, continue on. Oh, Bungo Stray Dogs. That's the other one that they did that I really like.
Okay, yeah, so Bones is extremely popular, and,
Yes.
you know, I'm just extremely happy to see that this anime is coming back, because I feel like the first season had a lot going on, but somehow had this, like, structure around it. Wasn't much, but it was just enough for you to know that there's a line that they wouldn't cross. So, I want to see what beyond means on this show. I want to know where they're going to go with it, because I know that there was still a lot of development that wasn't quite laid out yet that we can see.
Loha, have you gotten to the pizza delivery part yet?
Literally the best scene in the whole show.
That's literally the best scene of the whole show. I love
it's
it.
like episode 3.
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah, it's just he's trying to deliver this fucking pizza.
If you haven't watched the show, just watch that GIF and you will be a happy man or woman or
it's
whatever you are.
Whatever you want to be.
Yeah, whatever you're feeling
You
today.
do you, fam.
If you want to be a cup of chocolate milk, then do you, fam.
Okay.
But chocolate milk's delicious.
Alright, yeah. Well, real quick, the creator also did Gungrave on top of Trigun.
There you go.
That makes sense. Because he also did Cowboy Bebop, did he?
No.
Negative.
No. I'm sorry.
It was like a defensive no on my part. It was like, no.
No. I'm sorry. I fucked up. I was thinking. Fucking, it'll come to me later.
You're damn right.
I'll say it like 40 minutes and be like, oh yeah.
So, do you guys know anything about Ancient Magus Bread? Or Raho Tsukai no Yomu? My Japanese is so bad right now. Maho Tsukai no Yome.
No Yome.
Yep. There you go.
Mahotsukai no Yome.
Mahotsukai
Got
no Yome. Bitch. Woo! Got him. Yeah, so do you guys know anything about this show? Because this show had a theatrical release for the OVAs. And it did really well.
That's
Yes,
interesting.
it did.
And
It was, during
if
the
you
summer,
have
I think.
time to watch it, it's on Crunchyroll right now. You're welcome.
I will give that a shot, perhaps, maybe.
No, you probably won't.
No, I probably won't.
Oh.
But I'm gonna lie to you and say I will.
No, you will. I know you will. Alright, so, yeah, that's a show that I don't really know nothing about. As long what I've been told is it's Attack on Titan meets Harry Potter or some shit. I don't know.
Sick.
Well,
Or like
I get
Harry
the
Potter
'cause
anime, some shit like that.
yeah, because the very first line is, well, it's very Japanese because apparently it's about a girl who lives a life of neglect and abuse with absolutely no love in her life and then gets bought as a slave.
Oh, same.
So I'm like, it's kind of Harry Potter-ish.
Oh! That
So,
was so fucking deep, dude. What the hell?
so
I'm
I
like
just-
reading it and I'm like, wow, that's
Oh,
the
my
reason
God.
why
That's
I
depressing.
say it's cross Attack on Titan is the same studio and same director, I believe. So yeah, expect a bunch of action scenes that aren't
is
necessary.
he the same one that did Cowboy Bebop?
No.
I don't know who you're thinking of.
I don't know either, but I'm just rolling with it. Like, fuck me, man. I'll remember. I'll get it right one of these days.
You're thinking Shinichiro Watanabe. That's his name.
What do you
See, I know Watanabe. I know Watanabe is a very.
No, Shinichiro Watanabe.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Yeah, but-
He's the creator of Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Shampoo, and Sankyo no Terror, and a bunch of other shit. So
Oh, maybe that's what I've been thinking.
yeah, I think that's what you're thinking, or you're
Yeah.
trolling us at the same time. It could go either way.
No. I think that in my head I've been thinking.
Kids on the Slope.
Yeah. What?
Again?
What?
Thought they died.
No. He directed Kids on the Slope.
Oh,
Oh.
I was about to say. It's like I thought
My
they
bad.
died.
What? They just
And
fell
now
down
it
the
ends.
slope and died.
Is that end?
I thought he was talking about a news thing. I thought he was like, oh yeah, these kids like died out in like Providence or something. I'm like, well, shit happens.
God damn, guys. Holy crap.
Yeah,
All right, sorry.
Fell down fucking Chalkstone.
Yeah, so...
But can't you imagine? All right, tell me you wouldn't like see that shit in the newspaper or like on Twitter. It's like, oh yeah, these kids like fucking slid down a slope and died in Providence.
And then at the end of it, lol. Is that terrible? I don't think it's terrible.
It'd be such a Rhode Islander thing. It's just like lol at the end of it.
So,
or that would be like the image. It's like the dead body. Sorry, continue.
So what's up with this third show? Is it Dies Irae?
No, it's Dies Irae.
All right, so you can read about that. What's going on? I see some
German
Nazi stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only reason why I know a little bit about this is because I saw the title and it's a thing in 40K. So I was like curious as to what the fuck it was about. But evidently it's actually supposed to be really, really interesting. Pretty much imagine something akin to fucking not Gundam, but like your stereotypical Gundam thing, but it ties to World War II. Like it's a very people told me it's a very Gundam-esque thing, but I don't think there's robots in it, which confused
so it's
the
like
fuck
Tanya.
Yeah.
Because
Someone
it says
like
magic
mentioned it to me.
stuff.
Yeah, it's Gundam. Like you get the feeling of Gundam, but there's no robots, which is really weird.
How does that make sense?
But I guess it's like an oppression thing. It's something about like oppression. Yeah.
Oh.
But I don't know how accurate that statement is because the guy who told me this, I'm kind of a little less than trusting of his stuff. But I did look into it because again, Dies Irae is it's like a name of a fucking badass warlord titan in 40K. So I was just like, oh, that's interesting. If they use that name, then it must be interesting. Like it has to be something epic. What? But
what if it's not?
If it's not, I'm gonna be pissed. But like, I'm looking at it right now, and it looks interesting.
So for any readers,
wait.
Readers,
okay,
listeners, hold on. Any listeners, this show is number 3 on popularity.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna watch this.
It's before Food.
Are you watching the PV2?
No. I was just reading it, and it's like, hey, Nazis fucking did like a super bad thing. Besides trying to kill everybody, they summoned demons to kill everybody.
Oh, sick.
Oh.
and then now in the present day, there's this guy, who like fought his best friend. I don't know why that's important.
Wait, before you finish.
Yeah, but then he's in a psychiatric hospital.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
The Nazis won?
No. But they did some fucked up shit. And apparently they're like, it's actually, from what I thought it sounded more like Hellsing, to be honest, but I guess it's not like that pants on head evil.
It says their success remains unknown. So it says, it says they did it to destroy the world, but they don't know if it happened or not. So I don't understand why they're referencing back to 1945, and then they come back to the present day. So that means something did actually happen, and then something there's a border somewhere where the main character finds out about Nazis, and then they could be zombies or some shit. Who knows?
Yeah. I
don't know why the fuck he said this sounds like Gundam. Like I'm reading another thing about.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just like,
it's Hellsing. If anything, it sounds like Hellsing. What's going on?
Maybe it's a different show.
All right.
So
fucking better. I swear to God, this guy's retarded.
For number 5 on popularity is Black Clover, which is
Black Clover.
one of the becoming the big 3 in Shonen Jump right now.
Yep, it's the Shonen Jump. It's like if My Hero was in Shonen Jump, it wouldn't be that, but
it's number 3 right now.
Yeah, it'd be a part of the big trilogy.
No, it is Shonen. Right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's One Piece, My Hero, and then Black Clover, I believe.
Well, this guy looks badass.
Yeah, because I don't really know if anything else is even near it right now. I'd have to look at the track, the listing. Yeah, Black Clover is something that has caught my eye for some time. I was always gonna read it, and I had those nights. It was raining outside. It was super late. I couldn't go to sleep, and then I grabbed onto my phone to look and see what I could do. Oh wait, there's manga. I could read manga. So I go and look for a great manga to read. I look at Black Clover and I'm like, oh shit, this is gonna be good. And then 5 minutes later, I went to sleep. So I never got to read it.
I saw that coming.
So
That always happens.
Black Clover is something I want to watch mostly because Studio Pierrot did it, and with them doing shows like Naruto, Bleach, and everything, I don't really see them going wrong with this project. It's really about how the story will progress in an
until
anime
they add
format.
filler.
In an anime format, and see how it like actually progresses. There's no set time as to how many episodes there's gonna be, so we really don't know what we're getting ourselves into. It could be another My Hero, where it was like the first 13 episodes, and then like another season after that, which was 2 cours. You really don't know what you're getting out of this, but that is one of the other shows that people are going to be watching. I'll probably check it out, give it a good old 3-episode test. If it passes, cool. If not, then fuck off.
If not, then fuck off.
If not, then fuck off. Get the fuck out of my queue, bitch. I don't swear at all.
No, of course you don't.
Isn't a few other really interesting ones that me and Laha were talking about? One was it Inuyashiki? Inuyashiki. I think that was one we were looking at.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it's psychological.
Yeah, because it was psychological. We were just like, oh, okay.
Well, that's how I felt about Kakegurui last season.
Yo, there's cancer.
It definitely
I
delivered.
What?
Is this Japanese Breaking Bad?
I don't know. I looked at it really quick and I saw cancer.
Never mind.
And I was like,
this is nothing like Japanese Breaking Bad. I take it back completely.
Wait, what happened? Ichiro Inuyasha is down on his luck. While only 50 years old, his looks often have him written off as a pathetic old man by the world around him and is constantly ignored and disrespected by his family despite all that he's done to support them. On top of everything else, his doctor has revealed he has cancer. It appears that he has little time left in this world, but then when it seems to blah 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 blah, a blinding light in the night sky strikes the earth where Ichiro stands. He later wakes up to find himself unscathed, but he soon starts to notice that something is different about him.
Evidently, he's a robot. He's like a cyborg. Like an ass-kicking cyborg.
Wait, why?
In the body of an old man. No. Like, this is literally like the initial synopsis. Apparently, he's like a. Also, watch the PV. Like, I was kind of looking through stuff, and I guess he has like robotics and shit. He becomes like a fucking. What the fuck is this?
Well, there is the sci-fi genre in there, but psychological is something else. Holy. Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, so that's something that I was like.
He looks so sad.
Yeah, he does look. Until he has like a fucking cyborg laser cannon arm.
So with that show, there's also the fact that it's animated by Studio Mappa.
Hell yeah.
So like, I respect Mappa, and I look forward to whatever they can come out with. And the cover art looks really nice.
All right, the art looks pretty fucking legit.
Too legit to quick.
And there's a puppy.
This is Mappa?
Yeah.
Hot damn! They did TQ. They did the first season of TQ.
Stop.
Fuck yeah. This is gonna be
so I take it back. It was made by Studio Mappa, not a great studio by any means.
Oh my god.
Fuck you! None of you guys have watched TQ. It's good shit. It's funny.
That's what you say.
Listen.
It is funny. Watch it.
That's what you say.
Or better yet, go to Black.
Wait, why would you even
and
say
read my
that?
article about it.
When Mappa did Kakegurui, Sankyu no Terra, the one that shall not be named, Shingeki no Bahamut, Ushio Totora.
Wait.
Oh fuck me! They did Punchline too.
Wait.
I didn't know that.
Before you continue, did you just say the one that will not be named? Is that what I think you're saying?
No. It's a different. It's the secondary one that shall not be named. It's a secondary one. The one that you get angry about from last winter. Nope, last winter. Last fall.
The awards.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in ice. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they made like. I give a lot of respect to Punchline as much as everyone else could probably shit on it.
I loved it.
I think Punchline is like probably one of the most like ballsy animes of that time. Like when it was released, I don't think there's any anime that like had this clear like goal set in mind and they didn't give a shit of like where it
Yeah.
led them, because
It was so timey-wimey and well done.
yeah. And you know what? We don't have a lot of anime that's good with time. You know, the only
Nope.
real one that right now is Steins Gate probably, and
Original Haru Suzumiya. Original season. Mark would chime in and remind me the infamous episode 8, but I blacked that out from my mind.
well done. But yeah, Mappa's a really good studio, so we can all agree on that. And another show on here is Just Because. I'm only mentioning it just because it is animated by Pine Jam, and Pine Jam made Gamers. So, believe it or not, Gamers is like the first real big anime of the studio, in my opinion. Like Pine Jam has a very, I feel like they're a newer studio with a very short list of anime that's not so popular. If you go on my anime list and look at any of them, like they barely pass like by 7 or 6. I had to like check, but Gamers is the only one that really did well. So I'd like to see what we get out of this. It is an original series and it's a romance, so I'm not really sure how I would feel about it because I haven't really fell in love with a romance in a while. So I did there.
Bruh, this looks all right. Shut up. I'm reading the synopsis and it sounds like Orange.
Orange, you glad you watched that too?
No, aren't you glad you just shut the fuck up and didn't do anything? Holy shit! It's actually like it's almost identical. It's like, hey, it's almost the end of the year, and these group of friends are about to graduate, but guess what? There's a transfer student. Haha! Now their lives change forever.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically what happened in Orange, except I don't think it was their final year. It was like their second year, maybe.
They're going into the final year, perhaps?
Oh, maybe it was this third. I don't know. It's been a while. Maybe it was the third year. I'd have to look. Let me fact check myself.
That's why we always miss you, Mr. Fact Checker, right there.
Can't fucking type Orange for some reason. Okay, sophomore year. So yeah, so it is their second year in Orange. Negatory. I mean, affirmative. Yep, we were also talking about that. It's a post-apocalyptic sci-fi type of thing. But it says slice of life, so.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. No, just like I'm saying it is interesting. No, apparently, like both the animation style and the plot of it. Huh.
Almost dropped my mic. So, apologies to whoever's listening. I muted myself for a little portion of that. But yeah, I was just saying how Shoujo Shumatsu Ryoko from White Fox looks like it's going to be interesting for this season. It is slightly lower on the popularity list, but because it's White Fox, I feel like they are really great at choosing these kinds of projects. And this seems to kind of fit overall the kind of anime they lean towards. So, not really sure what we're going to get out of it. I don't usually read into synopsis too much. Like, I will read it and look at it, and, like, for face value, I'll make my opinion. But, like, I don't even watch PVs. I usually just, like, alright, what just came out? Watching it. Because, I don't know, that's just me. Works that way.
I'm looking at the comedy shorts and everything, and I'm just kind of disappointed.
We'll talk about that in a second, actually. So,
okay. I just want to bring up the one series that I'm a little excited to see in animation form. I've read it previously, not like entirely, but I did read some of it. It's Osama game. Another. I mean, I guess you can categorize it as psychological as well, but it's a
Bruh,
mystery type
can
of
we
thing.
talk about this for a second?
Okay.
What the fuck is it?
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
What's the source material? Because it's telling me other.
It says novel on my anime list,
Hmm.
but I do remember reading it
Why
in
the fuck
like
you
manga form.
lying? Why you always lying?
So maybe there is like a manga adaptation of the novel, a
Well,
novel.
so did you watch it? Or watch it? Read it via
I,
manga or read it via
I
novel?
I did read it via manga because I remember
Fuck
reading
this!
panels.
Fuck this fucking show!
Whoa, chill, fam.
I just realized what this is. Fuck this show and everything about it. Did you finish it?
No, I told you. I just literally.
Fuck this manga and save yourself the goddamn time. It is fucking awful. This guy has. All right, the intro is it him having like a nightmare? Like he wakes up from a nightmare? Is that the first chapter?
I don't know, man. It's like 10 years ago or something.
Fuck this show. This is the King game. This is the King game. Yeah, I was like, why does that sound fucking familiar? Fuck this show.
There's other manga like this too.
Yeah.
No.
That's why I always get confused.
No. I'm saying that this style, like that whole premise, there's another manga that really is the same thing. I forgot what it's called. I think it's Judge.
No, Judge is good. I love Judge.
Sorry.
Judge and the spin-off. No, Judge is a spin-off. It's
Yeah, it's the original. The original.
I took it off my list. Yeah. Because you told me about that one. I love that one because that one was great. That one and Judge Judge stopped like midway.
Judge
like I don't
Judy?
think I ever continued that. No. It's really good because that one was good. This one is, hey, find out about how this guy gets just fucking shit on from every goddamn conceivable man. It is such. It's good because it had such a good opportunity. Such fucking garbage. Watch it if you want. There's little things that enrage me to this level in terms of anime. Big Order and fucking Yuri on Ice are probably two of the only things I can hands down say I like less than this. Yeah, and that's just. I mean, if they go Fuka and just change the entire story, normally I really hate the plot mechanic they use for this show. Like to explain everything, I fucking hate that plot mechanic. It's my least favorite plot mechanic, and I can't tell you without spoiling the entire goddamn show. But it's awful.
Real quick, I went on Crunchyroll and I thought I saw a manga over there with King's Game. It does. It says King's Game Origin.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh. I definitely didn't read it on Crunchyroll, but
no, I didn't either.
I remember seeing it there.
But there's a lot of things in that enrage me.
All right, we're gonna have a pretty fiery post from one of us.
I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it. And you know who loves the mystery. Yeah. That's what we're doing. Send you. No, it's not. I just pulled a random short. I'm trying to think of one that sounds like that.
So yeah, like last season, Aho Girls and Sude Dude Children, and like personally, I never thought I would enjoy either of them as much as I did. But Sude Dude Children, I'm mad at myself for not watching it initially when it came out, when everyone else was telling me how great it was. But I just didn't have any faith in it, and then I watched Aho Girl, and I was like, all right, there's something to this anime TV short bullshit. I just gotta give it a shot. And, you know, it might, like, Aho Girl isn't for everyone. I'll say that.
Oh, no.
But I feel like you'll always find something in it that you'll enjoy.
We got Loha to laugh about it earlier.
Thankfully, because there was reference to something he knew about. I think that, like, that was, like, a big part of it.
Yeah.
To engage him, at least. And then, with...
He even identified, like, the scene they were copying, which
Yeah.
I was like, okay, that's
literally his first race that his best friend dragged him into.
Yeah. So, that, and, like, Sude Dude Children is literally for anyone, especially if you're in, like, a relationship. Like, I feel like if you're in a relationship, then that's, like, something that's super relatable. Even if, like, no matter where you are in the relationship, and, especially if you're one to kind of, like, reflect on your past relationships, like, the funny kind of way. Like, with that fucking show, I can watch it and then just think back, oh my god, I remember being in the same thought process. You know, like, the whole, oh my god, I'm waiting for them to text me back, or, oh my god, I hope they're not mad at me, you know, like, that whole stupid, you know, back and forth, conflict with each other, but it's only in their minds, so they don't actually know it's an issue or not. So,
Don't you think that people who confess over text messages are shit? That was probably one of my favorites.
because it's just, like, it doesn't matter, like, where you're from, or, you know, your background, like what school you went to or anything, like, it's still somewhat relatable to some extent. The only person I don't see you relating to, and that's to anyone, is the cool guy that's just, like, you know, fucking phasing through hugs and shit.
Holy shit, dude.
I don't know what his name is.
That
But
guy
he
is-
just, like, goes like this and just, like,
tilts
phases
yeah.
through hugs.
Dodges the hugs.
Yeah, like, you just got this special ability. No Hagu,
I had respect for the
I don't know.
the class rep when he's like, "Yo, if I try to help her, if I try to talk, punch me." I'm like, "Ah, that's good." He's trying to, like, help her be in shit. You know, this episode made me feel a lot better than the episode, but again, the past two episodes of Aho pushed that in my preference. As someone who watches both.
Yeah, I think, Aho Girl is just, in my opinion, I don't want to say it's one of the best of the season, but for some odd reason,
What do you think it is?
I'm gonna say it's one of the best for
For
the
some
season.
odd reason, it's just, like, the fact that it's even, like, in the running is what makes it impressive to me.
If there was a greatest shorts of the year, greatest TV short of the year, or best, I don't know.
I'd only have two to compare.
But there are other shorts. But the thing is that there's too many, like, sequeled shorts.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, TQ and Nobunaga no Shinobi. Because I fucking hate the version of the title is fucking stupid. But Nobunaga no Shinobi is and TQ are two ongoing shorts. And those are traditional shorts, which I found this out in Japan. You've got a 24-minute block, typically with anime, with 2.5 to 3 minutes of commercials, and a 3-minute short. Like, they'll put a short in as a commercial break. So that's where these 3-minute shorts come from. And that's why if you, like, watch stuff like Surgery Children, it's, like, also designed to be broken up into 4 different, like, small 3-minute shorts, but they don't.
Yes and no. Because, from my understanding, shows like that where they're time boxed at 12 minutes, they're mostly because there's two different shorts together for that block.
Yes.
I'm not saying that that's always the case, and you could be right on that front. I'm not sure exactly what happened with Studio Children and Aho Girl, but I feel like that makes more sense to me. But breaking it up
those
that
two
way,
are
it
stuck
works
together.
too.
Yeah, those two are designed like, you're absolutely right. Those are designed like that, but they could also be split apart into the 3-minute chunks as well.
Yeah, but that's also not just because of it being a short, but that's because of how the story was written. Like, Aho Girl is just shorts on shorts on shorts, no matter what. It's one of those 4-panel manga. So
was it Tombaku or something like Lucky Star was the same way. Can't remember what the fuck.
I forgot what the name of it was.
I want tonkatsu, so I want to call it fucking tonkatsu, but I'm starving and the Japanese restaurant's still fucking closed.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. I went off on a real fucking tangent there. But I'm pissed that the Japanese restaurant next door to me is still closed.
Feels bad, man. It's fine, though. Just know that we're here for you. And you'll be able to go to Japan and eat the real shit. So I will say this, when you do go to Japan, I want you to actually try melon pond for the first time. And I want you to let it sink in that, oh, this is so good. And then, like, the next day, I want you to realize that you're not going to have any of this when you go back to the States.
Stop being a salty ass mother.
I talked to a friend recently who lived in Japan. And he's just like, dude, I honestly don't know how I deal. Because all the shit that I used to like and enjoy, I can't eat anymore because it's not the same.
I was watching another podcast. I'm so sorry to be talking about podcast on this podcast, but on another podcast,
if they're cool.
It's Lamar Burton's daughter, Misha Burton. For those of you that don't know, he is Kinta Kunta from Roots, or more popularly known in our circles as
Sky.
Yes.
I go places high.
Oh, Mindy. Anyway, she was going on about how she spent a couple of weeks in Japan, like 2.5 weeks in Japan, and how like even the 7-Eleven equivalent food, like the convenience store food, is better than you will get in fucking restaurants here.
And
like they'll sell like cold ramen in a convenience store that is better than like Olive Garden food. Which again,
that's a very high standard.
Oh, really? You think Olive Garden?
I understand what you mean. It's high standard for convenience store food.
Yeah, no, it is, and that's why I was shocked. I'm like, okay, that's great, because again, Olive Garden's like above mid-grade for me, because back when I had a really kick-ass job, I used to go to places like Burn Steakhouse, which is like the greatest steakhouse in the Southeast, down in Tampa, and that shit was amazing. Like, you'd chew into the steak, and then they'd take you on a tour, and they're like, oh yeah, this is how we prepare the steak, and it's like this marbled piece of meat, and they're like, we could cut the fat out, but we don't, so we give you like the best fucking pieces of meat. So I'm like, you had my curiosity, now you have my attention, or however the fuck that line works, I don't even remember anymore. But I'm looking forward to the food in Japan. And I don't feel that bad because in South Florida we have a lot of import companies, so I'll have to pay a premium for it, but I could get Japanese food here.
Sounds the same.
Almost certainly not, but also the alternative is saying, peace y'all, I'm moving to Japan. And I feel like the more, like it's less than 2 months away. The more I think about that, the more I'm like, man, I can see why Kenny said I might not be coming back, because I might not be coming back.
It's definitely a life-changing experience. Like,
especially
my whole perspective of everything is like fucked now because of Japan.
Yeah,
and in a good way.
I gotta learn. I've got like at my company, there's this really kick-ass guy who he's from Japan. He teaches Japanese language.
I thought you said cute ass guy. I was like, what?
No, kick ass guy. He's not my type.
Wait, before you finish, I'm just gonna time box it right now, and we can just call it now.
I like how Kenny. All right. Oh, so this is what happens when you have a scrum master around now. You have to. Oh, I'm gonna time box this shit.
So I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching our podcast. If you're watching it on YouTube, thank you as well. And if you're watching it or listening to it on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Play, you are awesome. And, please take the time to check out our YouTube as well. And, subscribe if you like our shit. It's dope. And also, check out our blog. We are going back to the daily uploads. I swear we say this every week, but it's actually serious this time. Don't hate us, please. You can hate Loha. We can direct all that to Loha.
Loha's the whipping boy.
And
I am a sponge.
You're the sponge.
No
Bob. All right, so thank you so much for watching. You guys have a wonderful night, and later.
Bye.
Next time, guys. Blame Mark for not being here.